welcome on in. This is Chris with Hobby Legends, and we are ripping some 2024 Marvel 92 Masterpieces Platinum. Such a fun set. And in Zeal, hopefully this is the one. Come on, man. We want to see some Wolverine action for you. So we got another 9 boxes of fun, and this is the back end from our previous case. So let's see what we got in store for us today. Alright, our 9 boxes of fun have been freed. Let's get to the rip. And with this break, everything goes to the character pictured on the front of the card, with the exception of the Battle Spectrum cards. That is their own spot. Everything else is going to the character pictured on the front. So with that said, let's get to the rip. And see, can we find some numbered Wolvie today? Come on. We want to see those claws. Alright, good luck everybody. We are off and away. And pack 1's going to lead off with Kang, followed by Namor on the corner box creations. And our first bit of action is going to be Nightmare on the hollow foil, followed by Strong Guy to finish off our pack. Ooh, and hopefully we don't have one of those boxes on our hands where the final card is just super miscut. And our numbered action is going to be a Pink Lasers, and that is going to Sabretooth on the Pink Lasers. So Sabretooth is our first spot to strike some numbered action. And for Sabretooth, he is 370 of 992 on the Pink Lasers. And behind him, we're going to have Dazzler on the Lenticular. And then, yeah, so hopefully it's just this box, but you can see how miscut Lizard is here. We did run into one of those boxes before where, like, the final card in every pack was just super miscut. And there's Thor to lead off this one, followed by Black Panther on the corner box creations. And up next, we're going to have the Enchantress on the clear. And then Thing to finish off our pack. And welcome in, Murphine. Let's see if we can find some Doom for you today. And there's Jean Grey to start off this one, followed by Moon Knight on the rainbow fantastic covers. Up next, we're going to have Shatterstar on the canvas. And then Black Cat to finish off our pack. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, so hopefully it's just this box. And as long as it's the base cards, I'm not that mad, but it's still a little annoying. And there's Iron Man to lead off this one, followed by Captain America on the fantastic covers. And up next, we're going to have Nova on the clear, and then Havoc to finish off our pack. Now, if the hits themselves were miscut, oh man, I would be very, very annoyed. And there's Super Skrull to lead off this one. And we're going to see our first blue tracks. And that is going to Weapon Omega on the blue tracks cover variant, followed by Mole Man on the canvas. And there's Doc Ock to lead this one, followed by Doc Ock again, this time on the cover variant. And there's Remy LeBeau, the Gambit on the clear, followed by Mephisto to lead off the pack. Yeah, hopefully we can hit a very nice one. And there's Venom to lead off this one, followed by Wonder Man on the rainbow cover variant. Up next, we have Apocalypse on the canvas. Hopefully we can see a nice Metallurgy and at least one PMG. And there's Nick Fury, followed by Venom on the cover variant. And I think we have a leather. There's Thor on the leather, our first leather today. And then Blob to finish off our pack. Red Skull, followed by Leader on the canvas. And Rainbow behind him, that is Magneto. It's a little Magneto action on the rainbow. And then Sabretooth to finish off our pack. And there's Daredevil, followed by Jean Grey on the leather. And then Mr. Fantastic on the blue tracks. And Tombstone to finish off the pack. Ooh, very cool. So we're going to see our PMG before a Metallurgy. All right, good luck, everybody. That is a red PMG behind Elektra. And that is the variant you want to see. Going to King the Conqueror on the red PMG. So there you go, Kang spot on the board with a red Precious Metals gem. And for Kang, he is 33 of 100 on the red PMG. So very cool when we could always find a Precious Metals gem in our first box. So now we're hoping to see a second one. And then Colossus on the canvas and Johnny Blaze on the rainbow to finish off box 1. Alright, box number 2. What goodies do you have for us? And we're going to lead off with Captain America, followed by Captain Marvel on the corner box creations. And then we have Elektra on the holofoil, followed by Namor to finish off our pack. And unfortunately, he looks like he's miscut, so this box might have the same issue. And there's Dormammu to lead off this one. And no way, Sabretooth on the pink lasers again. This time it is the cover variant, though. And for Sabretooth, he is 497 of 692 on the pink lasers. Followed by Deathbird on the lenticular. And then Deathbird again to finish off our pack. And there's Scarlet Witch to lead off this one. Followed by Wolverine on the fantastic covers. Come on, Wolvie, we want to see you in numbered form. And then Quasar on the clear. And Hobgoblin to finish off our pack. And there's Archangel, followed by Thor on the corner box creations. And then Deathbird on the canvas. Enchantress. And there's one for the random machine. It is Thing and Human Torch on the corner box creations rainbow. Followed by Doc Ock on the clear. And there's Loki, followed by Apocalypse on the cover variant rainbow. And behind him, we're going to have Hobgoblin on the canvas. And there's Elektra on the clear. And behind her, a little Wilson Fisk action with Kingpin on the rainbow. And Green Goblin to finish off our pack. And there's Quasar on the cover variant, followed by Silver Surfer on the canvas. Oh, in Zeal, we've had, this is the second box that has been like this overall. It's the final card. So every one of the packs so far, the final card, the centering is just like way off. We did have one box that was like this before, or one case, I should say. Hopefully it's only these two boxes, but last time we had a case like this, I think it ended up being like 4 or 5 of the 9. But fortunately, it is just the final base card. So all the hits are going to be okay in terms of centering, but that final base card in each pack was just so far off center. And there's Sandman on the leather, followed by Phoenix on the blue tracks. And Moon Knight to finish off our pack. And there's Nova to start this one, followed by Dazzler on the canvas. And then Mr. Sinister on the rainbow. No, but I'm glad that it's just the base cards, but still, like, when the centering's that far off, it's like, come on, Upper Deck. And there's Ghost Rider to lead off this one, followed by Thor on the cover variant. And then I think we have another leather. And there's another one for Kang, this time on the leather. So loading up on the variants. And Electro to finish off our pack. Ooh, nice. We do have a red prism coming up. And that is going to Wonder Man on the red prism. And for Wonder Man, he is 353 of 492 on the red prism. Followed by Cable on the canvas. And then Adam Warlock is perfect. Every other one had been messed up, but like the Warlock, perfectly centered. And that'll bring us to box number 3. And we're going to lead off with Morbius. Followed by our first Battle Spectrum card of the day. It is Thing versus Hulk. So putting the Battle Spectrum spot on the board. Followed by Green Goblin on the canvas. And we do have another Pink Lasers coming up. And this one is going to Shatterstar on the Pink Lasers. And for Shatterstar, he is 700 of 992 on the Pink Lasers. And behind him, we're going to have Quasar on the leather. And then, unfortunately, this box seems like it is miscut as well. And there's Spidey on the Corner Box Creations. Followed by Black Widow on the canvas. And then Mole Man to finish off our pack. And there's Jean Grey on the cover variant. Followed by Weapon Omega on the clear. And there's Deathlock on the Fantastic covers. Followed by Moon Knight on the canvas. Ooh, nice. We have another Red Prisms coming up. And this one is going to Blob on the Red Prism cover variant. And for Blob, he is 255 of 292 on the Red Prism. And up next, we're going to have Sauron on the clear. And Colossus to finish off our pack. Yeah, I go back and forth on that, Murphine. Like, with these ones, I kind of like that it's on the back just because you get to see the full image. And there's Iron Man on the cover variant. Followed by Iceman on the canvas. But when it comes to baseball, I much prefer it on the front. It just makes it much, much easier. Ooh, nice. There's a little action for Spidey on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by Quicksilver on the clear. And there's Super Skrull on the cover variant. And behind him, we're going to have Electro on the canvas. And there's a Lenticular going to Quasar. And Rainbow behind him is going to Deathlock. And there's Bishop on the canvas. And behind him is going to be a Blue Tracks. And that is going to Black Panther on the Blue Tracks. And then Wolverine hanging out in the back of the pack. Come on, Wolvie. We want you as the third card. Show us some numbered action. Ooh, nice. We're going to see our first Plexi today. So Rainbow in the back is going to Luke Cage. And our first Plexi today is going to Nightmare. So Nightmare strikes on the Plexi. And that is going to do it for box number 3. And we're going to lead off with Galactus, followed by Tombstone on the cover variant. Up next, one of our attorneys, it is She-Hulk on the canvas. And there's Thor on the Fantastic covers. Ooh, followed by a little action for the Man Without Fear. It is Daredevil on the holofoil. And Pink Lasers coming up. And that is going to Moon Knight on the Pink Lasers cover variant. And for Moon Knight, he is 222 of 692 on the Pink Lasers cover variant. Followed by Human Torch on the Lenticular. And there's Daredevil again, this time on the Corner Box Creations. Followed by Venom on the clear. And Phoenix to finish off our pack. And there's our second Battle Spectrum card. It is Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Followed by the Incredible Hulk on the canvas. And Black Panther to finish off our pack. And there's Hawkeye on the cover variant. Followed by Nightmare on the clear. And there's Feral on the clear. Followed by Nomad on the rainbow. And Wolverine hanging out in the back of the pack. And there's Doctor Strange on the cover variant. And behind him, Nomad on the canvas. And there's Thanos on the leather. And Blue Tracks behind him is going to Apocalypse. So 2 big bads back to back. And Lizard to finish off our pack. And there's Weapon Omega on the canvas. Followed by Weapon Omega again on the rainbow. And there's Thanos on the cover variant. And behind him is Galactus on the leather. So they went back to back twice. And then Black Cat to finish off our pack. Ooh, nice. We have another red prism coming up. And there's some action for Hank McCoy, the Beast, on the red prism. And for Beast, he is 377 of 492 on the red prism. Followed by Feral on the canvas. And then Havoc to finish off our box. And that brings us to box number 5. Come on. Come on, number 5. Do you have a metal urge waiting for us? And we're going to lead off with Dr. Doom. Followed by Nomad on the blue tracks. And then we have Johnny Blaze on the canvas. And Mr. Sinister to finish off our pack. And there's She-Hulk on the corner box creations. Followed by Luke Cage on the canvas. And Pink Lasers coming up. Ooh, I know that shoulder. That is Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin on the pink lasers. Looking so menacing. And for Kingpin, he is 897 of 992 on the pink lasers. Followed by Mephisto on the lenticular. And Psylocke to finish off our pack. And there's Spidey on the fantastic covers. Followed by Ghost Rider on the clear. And Rogue on the cover variant. Followed by Magneto on the canvas. And there's Iron Man on the corner box creations. Followed by Captain Britain on the clear. And there's Sandman on the cover variant. Followed by Galactus on the clear. And there's Nightcrawler on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by Darkhawk on the canvas. And there's Kang on the cover variant. I think we have a leather. Ooh, even better. Very nice. That is Jubilee on the wood. So our first bit of wood today. And there you go, Jubilee spot on the wood. And they are not numbered, but they are very rare. 1 in every 72 packs on the woods. So nice hit there for the Jubilee spot. And then Magneto to finish off our pack. I hope so, Wickstick. We have not. I don't think we've seen him even on a base card yet. And there's Ultron on the canvas. Followed by Night Thrasher on the rainbow. And then Johnny Blaze to finish off our pack. And welcome in, Wickstick. Did you only get Doctor Strange in this one, or do we have someone else to look for, too? And there's Rogue on the leather. And blue tracks behind Rogue is going to Colossus. And then Darkhawk to finish off our pack. And final pack here of box number 5. And there's Namor on the canvas. followed by Human Torch on the rainbow. And then Ultron to finish off our box. All right, final 4 boxes. Which one of you has the metallurgy for us? Come on. Or possibly another PMG as well. I feel like we're due for something, because with the lowest hit we have so far is the red Prism, plus the red PMG. So come on, final 4 boxes. And we're going to lead off with Invisible Woman, followed by Hulk on the Blue Tracks cover variant. Up next we have Red Skull on the canvas. And there's Star-Lord on the Fantastic covers. And then Hollow Foil going to Red Skull. Dazzler to finish off our pack. Ooh, and we do have some more numbered action. It's going to be another pink lasers. And that is going to Mr. Sinister on the pink lasers. And for Mr. Sinister, he is 517 of 992. And behind him is Nightmare on the lenticular. Cable to finish off our pack. And there's Thanos on the corner box creations, followed by Namorita on the clear. And there's Gambit on the cover variant, followed by Nick Fury on the canvas. And Green Goblin to finish off our pack. And there's Cable on the corner box creations, followed by the White Queen on the clear. And Black Widow to finish off the pack. And there's Captain Britain on the cover variant, followed by Thor on the clear. And Sabretooth on the rainbow cover variant, followed by Daredevil on the canvas. And there's Namorita on the cover variant. And behind her, we're going to have another leather. And this one is going to Hawkeye on the leather. And Bishop to finish off the pack. There's Elektra on the canvas, followed by the Incredible Hulk on the rainbow. Hey, there we go. We have tracked him down. It is Doctor Strange on the leather. So he found his portal. So there you go, Wigstick on the board with a little Strange action. And then Mole Man on the blue tracks. And Mole Man again to finish off our pack. And final pack here of box number 6. And there's Nightmare on the canvas, followed by She-Hulk on the rainbow. And then Apocalypse to finish off our box. All right, box number 7. What do you got for us? Come on, we want to see our metallurgy. And we're going to lead off with Doc Ock, followed by Star-Lord and Rocket on the corner box creations. Up next, we have Nick Fury on the hollow foil, and then Blob to finish off our pack. And that's a good sign. That Blob is perfectly centered. And there's Venom to lead off this one, followed by Feral on the pink lasers cover variant. And for Feral, she is 578 of 692. Up next, we're going to have Hawkeye on the lenticular. And Sabretooth to finish off our pack. And there's our third Battle Spectrum card of the break. It is Captain America versus Red Skull, followed by Hulk on the clear. Oh, very nice. There's another one for Thing and Human Torch on the corner box creations. We will still do a random because the first one was the rainbow version. So both characters will end up getting one of these cards out. And there's White Queen on the canvas. Ooh, another one. Very cool. And in the same box, too. Captain America versus Red Skull on the Rainbow Battle Spectrum. Very, very nice. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen 2 Battle Spectrums in one box. That is fantastic. So very cool. A rainbow version, too. And then Speedball on the clear. And Nightcrawler to finish off our pack. And there's Storm on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by Rogue on the canvas. And there's Jubilee on the clear. Followed by Red Skull on the rainbow. And then Spidey hanging out in the back of the pack. And there's Nova on the cover variant. Followed by Sandman on the canvas. And there's Gambit on the leather. Followed by Bishop on the blue tracks. And Silver Sable to finish off our pack. And there's Kang on the canvas. Followed by Daredevil on the rainbow. And Psylocke to finish off the pack. And there's Ghost Rider on the cover variant. Followed by Captain Britain on the leather. And the final pack of box 7 is going to leave us with a red Prism. Oh, and it's going to a Goblin. The true Goblin. It is Green Goblin on the red Prism. So there you go, Green Goblin spot. And he is 177 of 492 on the red Prism. Followed by Quasar on the canvas. And then Human Torch to finish off our box. All right, brings us to box number 8. Come on, can we find another low-numbered goodie? And our box going to lead off with Feral, followed by Moon Knight on the fantastic covers. Up next, we have Thor on the canvas, and Kingpin to finish off our pack. And we do have pink lasers coming up, and that is going to a Strong Guy on the pink lasers. And for Strong Guy, he is 835 of 992 on the pink lasers. Up next, we have Namorita on the leather, and Mr. Sinister to finish off our pack. And there's Doom to lead off this one, followed by Cap on the corner box creations. Up next, we have Jean Grey on the canvas. And there's Major Victory on the cover variant, followed by Dormammu on the clear, and then Luke Cage to finish off the pack. And there's Silver Surfer on the corner box creations, followed by Iron Man on the canvas, and Magneto to finish off our pack. And we do have another red Prisms coming up. And this one is going to Adam Warlock on the red Prism cover variant. And for Adam Warlock, he is 240 of 292 on the red Prism. And then North Star on the clear. It should be, because I'm pretty, like, I'll have to think, but I'm like 99% sure we did not see it in the first half. And there's Morbius on the cover variant, but now I'm getting worried. And Super Skrull on the canvas. And there's Blob on the rainbow cover variant, followed by Major Victory on the clear. And there's Mojo on the cover variant, followed by Doc Ock on the canvas. And there's Thanos on the lenticular, followed by Elektra on the rainbow, and then Hobgoblin to finish off our pack. And there's Venom on the canvas, followed by Shatterstar on the blue tracks. And Silver Surfer to finish off our pack. Thank you, Murphy. Yeah, because I was pretty sure we did not. But as we got to these final two boxes, like, oh, wait, did we? Ooh, I was hoping this was it. I felt the thick pack, but we do have another Plexi coming up. So our rainbow in the back is going to Nightmare. And our Plexi, oh, we know that beam. That is going to Cyclops on the Plexi. So there's a goodie for the Cyclops spot on the Plexi. And that brings us to our final box of the case. I almost want to feel which one is the thick pack. Come on, where's our metallurgy? And our final box, we're going to lead off with Red Skull, followed by Galactus on the cover variant. Up next, we have Kingpin on the canvas. And there's Shadowcat on the rainbow cover variant. Almost called her Kitty Pryde because she's listed as Kitty Pryde for Marvel Chrome. And there's Loki on the clear. And there's the White Queen on the cover variant, followed by Mr. Sinister on the canvas. One, Murphy. There's only been one case in all that I have ripped that did not have a metallurgy. And there is Green Goblin on the lenticular. And then Rainbow is going to Feral. And Spidey hanging out in the back of the pack. But in all that we have ripped, there has only been one case that was that way. And there's Deathlock on the canvas, followed by Leader on the blue tracks. And Wonder Man to finish off our pack. Ooh. Alright, this is a thick pack. So we either gotta have a Plexi or we have our Metallurgy. Come on, Metallurgy. It is another Plexi. So our rainbow in the back is going to Speedball. And our third Plexi, oh, we know those tentacles. That is going to Doc Ock on the Plexi. So there you go, Doc Ock spot on the Plexi. And there's Hulk on the corner box creations, followed by Speedball on the canvas. And we do have another Pink Lasers coming up. And Flame on Johnny. That is going to Human Torch on the Pink Lasers. So Human Torch had a pretty good breakdown because we did see Lenticular and a couple other goodies too. And for Human Torch, he is 234 of 992 on the Pink Lasers, followed by White Queen on the leather. And there's Black Panther on the Fantastic covers, followed by Night Thrasher on the canvas. And we are running out of packs. And we do have another Pink Lasers coming up. And very cool, we just saw Cyclops, and now we're going to see Jean Grey on the Pink Lasers. And for Jean Grey, she is 323 of 692 on the Pink Lasers cover variant. And behind her is going to be Beast on the clear. And there's Doctor Strange on the corner box creations, followed by Human Torch on the canvas. And then Sabretooth to finish off our pack. And man, this one does not feel thick either. So our final pack, we're going to have She-Hulk on the Blue Tracks cover variant, followed by Cap on the clear, and then Tombstone to finish off the break. So we did not see a Metallurgy. This is only the second case that has happened. And I'm trying to think if the first time it happened, if there was a Rainbow Battle Spectrum in there. But at least we did see a red PMG. So we're going to start our break off with Kang on the red Precious Metals Gem. And the red PMG is the 100, by the way. And then our red Prism cover variants, we have Blob, Adam Warlock, And those are both at 292. And then our regular red prisms to 492. We found Wonder Man, Beast, Green Goblin, and our pink laser cover variants, leading off with Sabretooth, followed by Feral, Jean Grey, Moon Knight, and those are all to 692. And our regular pink lasers to 992. We found Sabretooth, Shatterstar, Kingpin, Mr. Sinister, Strong Guy, and Human Torch. Up next, let's go through our blue Traxes. We're going to lead off with She-Hulk, Leader, Shatterstar, Bishop, Hulk, Mole Man, Nomad, Colossus, Apocalypse, Black Panther, Phoenix, Weapon Omega, and Mr. Fantastic. Next up, we have our lenticulars, Green Goblin, Thanos, Hawkeye, Nightmare, Mephisto, Human Torch, Quasar, Deathbird, and Dazzler. And our holo foils, we found Nick Fury, Red Skull, Daredevil, Elektra, and Nightmare. And we did find 3 Plexies this round. First up is Doc Ock, Cyclops, and Nightmare. And we did find wood one time this round for Jubilee. And our Battle Spectrums, man, this spot did very, very well. We found 4, including the Rainbow of Captain America versus Red Skull, Wolverine versus Sabretooth, Thing versus Hulk, and Captain America versus Red Skull. And like always, we're going to do a random for these cards right here. Both characters can get one, but winner of the random will get the rainbow version. So let me set that up real quick for everybody. Oh, Arturo did it very nice. He wrote the names of the characters for this one. So we have Thing and Human Torch in our random. And like always, we're going to roll 2 virtual dice, and they're going to decide how many times we randomize our list. So the dice have decided 3 is the number. So we're going to go back to our list. We're going to randomize it 3 times. Whichever character is on the top of the 3rd roll, that is the winner. So 1 more roll, and the winner is Thing. So Thing is going to get the rainbow version, and then Human Torch will get the regular version, which works out perfect because Human Torch had a pretty darn good break today. And thanks again, everybody, for joining us. And I do apologize about the lack of a metallurgy. I'll talk to Mark and see if there's something we can do about it. Because in that situation with Topps, we can ask for a replacement hit, but we don't have the same kind of relationship with Upper Deck. So I'm not sure if we can do that or not. But I will talk to him, and then next time we rip Marvel, I'll see if there's anything we can do about that. But thanks again, everybody, for joining us for our 3 rounds of Marvel. I do believe we are ripping Marvel again on Thursday, but that will be just Marvel Topps Chrome. So come back and hang out with us for that one. Auction should end tomorrow night, and then breaking Thursday. So thanks, everybody, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.